Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to show you just a way really of making a cheap survival kit. So everything I'm going to show you today has either been bought from Poundland, 99p stores or Pound World. Obviously I know that's not in America, you've got your dollar stores and stuff. I'm not sure whether you'll get this kind of stuff there. But you can certainly get it in the UK, especially for people on an entry level kind of thing, especially if you're looking at doing something with young kids. It's worth doing this kind of thing just as something quite inexpensive, but it's fun to put together. So just to kick things off, the ground sheet in which I've got down here, this is actually from Poundland, and it's 2 meters by 1 meter, so it's not massively big, but it's enough to keep your arse off the floor or to knock up a very quick basic shelter with should you need to. This time of year, which at the moment we're in May, is a good time to look for this kind of stuff because the Poundlands and 99p stores and stuff tend to have their summer ranges in, where they'll also be running through with their camping equipment and stuff too. So you can normally pick up a couple of good bits. So the ground sheets are there. The other thing that I found very, very useful for keeping my arse dry, they do have these little camping stools. They're not massive, but just as something, like I say, just keep your arse off the floor, keep you dry, can't go wrong with it for £1. Now onto the more necessity side of things, I've got this little box. Now this box is actually from Poundland. They sell these in packs of 3. They also sell these in various different sizes. They are waterproof, and inside here, all I've done, just open it up, is I popped some cotton wool balls, which again I bought a big pack of these from Poundland, and underneath some Rizzlers. So just little inexpensive bits to help me start a fire really, just to help get things going. So just as something that keeps it dry, keeps it out of the way, keeps everything all together. Easy way to start a fire, and considering, like I say, everything in there was bought from the pound shop. I mean, cotton wool balls, I used to buy them from places like Tesco. You end up paying £2-3 for a pack of them, so very inexpensive. The Rizzlers actually came with one of these tins, which Poundland are very, very good for these kind of things. Smoking accessories are brilliant in Poundland. They actually sell these little gift sets, so it comes with a tin. So you've probably seen these in my other videos, which I use for various different things. One at the moment's got my natural tinders in, the other one's just got some matches. But they come with a tin, they come with a pack of Rizzlers, and they also come with a cheap, shitty lighter. Now, as shitty as these lighters can be, they sell them in big packs, they sell them in with tins, they do all different ones, so it's worth picking them up just to make sure that you can get them. The other thing I've got for fire lighting, as well as first aid, is hand sanitizer. All Poundland sell these, as well as the 99p stores. I would always recommend, if anything, picking these up from the 99p store, purely because these actual hand sanitizers, they come with a little carabiner clip, and they come in a pack of 3. So I actually keep these bottles and I just refill them from a bigger bottle that I've got every time I want to take them around. But you can just buy them singly in the pound shop. Sometimes you can buy them in a 2-pack as well. So an alcohol gel is always good to keep in your first aid kit, as well as using for fire lighting, because obviously it's extremely flammable. The other thing I have got for fire lighting, which I showed you in my kit video, is a magnifying glass. Now the magnifying glasses, you can buy these in the pound shop, and they come in packs of 2 normally, a bigger one and a smaller one. This is the bigger lens. As you can see, it's not very thick, but it'll do the job if you want to light a fire just using sunlight. All I've done is it usually comes with a bit more of a Sherlock Holmes style magnifying glass with the big handle on it. I've just popped it out the casing, and then I keep it in a little leather pouch. The other thing I've got here, not really a necessity, but you can buy when they've got the travel stuff in, little sewing kits. Now, to be honest, this has saved my ass a few times. Just with spare buttons and stitching up holes in my clothes and stuff. But it's worthwhile chucking in your bag. Now, anyone that's seen my kit video will know I'm a sucker for clips. I've got clips everywhere. I've got all different types of clips. I've got clips with knives on, all different crazy shit. So, 99p stores and Poundland do sell packs of carabiners. They normally come with a bigger one and a few smaller ones. Or like I say, you can get them on these little hand sanitizers anyway. And for £1, you normally get 4 or 5 in a pack. Can't go wrong. To go along with that, they also sell these, which are pre-wrapped guy ropes. They normally come in a pack of 4. It's not the strongest thread in the world, I'm not going to lie. But as far as something to help you put a shelter up very quickly, or something to put in a bag for someone at that beginner level, this is going to do the job for you. Easy way of carrying a bit of cordage, and for £1 for 4 lots, you can't really go wrong. Now on to the more, what I call, essential items. What we've got here is, I've got some socks here. Now these are actually thermal camping socks. They sell these in packs of 3 in Poundland. I've bought these a few times before just as an extra pair in case I need to ruin them for water filtering or anything like that. With these, it's hit and miss on the sizes. I mean, in Poundland you can buy singular lots of socks, which are workman's boot socks, which are thermal, but these are supposed to be quite good in thermal and up to size 11. I'm a size 12, and I'm not going to lie, I can't get this on my feet for love nor money. But they're worth keeping around, even if you just use them as a cloth. You can use them to filter water, you can do all kinds of crazy shit with these, but obviously if you've got girly sized feet and you can get them in there, even better. It's always essential to keep your feet dry. The other things that I've got are here. This is something I believe they've got back in this year as well. This is just simply a little button compass. So for £1, just to chuck on my keys, I normally take this in my EDC stuff, just so I've got a compass with me, just in case, because you never know. Although I'm only going to and from work every day, you might get lost. So, a little button compass. It's not the best compass in the world, so you have to give it a bit of a shake, but it does work, and it keeps everything running nicely for you. You know where you're going. So for £1, way to go. I also have this little button compass on here. Now this, I've had this for a few years now. I don't really use it so much anymore, especially if you've got young kids, sort of, the 13, 14 sort of age. These kind of things are good. It's made by Boys Toys. They sometimes have it in the camping section. For some reason it has this strange owl shape to it, I don't know why. It has a button compass and a magnifying glass. On the back you have got 2 rulers. Not sure if you can see that through my camera. But that's not the useful bits really. The button compass is the main one. But inside, when you open it, it's actually a multi-tool. So on here, not only have you got spanners and ratchets here, you've also got a can opener. This bit here is a bottle opener. You've got a nice little knife edge there. It's not the best knife, but it'll cut your cordage and it'll cut some cloth for you. And a small saw, as well as a screwdriver there on the edge. So, for people who are looking at buying some kind of blade, for somebody who's never really had one before, this kind of stuff's alright. It's useful, it's got everything you need. It's similar to, obviously, the similar kind of principle to carrying a multi-tool or a Swiss Army knife, really. It's got everything you need on there. The other knife I've got here is this one. Anyone who's watched my knife video will know I'm a big fan of knives in general, and I normally carry a lock-in Stanley knife. This is a miniature version that the Pound Shop sell in their tool section. I do think it is important sometimes to carry a precision blade. You can use them for first aid, you can use them for cutting your tarps, you can use them even for cutting cordage. Very, very worthwhile getting. It comes with a spare pack of blades, a little lock on the back, and it was £1. Worth picking up whether you're going out or not. The other bits that I put on here are more of a luxury item, shall I say. They do sell things like this, which is just a cheap tool pouch, but with some modifications, you can actually use this to carry some of your tins. You can carry anything on the sides and stuff as well, but they're worthwhile picking up. For £1, strap it onto your kit, strap it onto your bag. It's an extra way to store things. I've also got this little tube here. This is just a simple workman's tub, which you normally just drop bolts in the top. But I've used this quite a few times. As you can see, it's full of birch bark at the moment. Just to go out and gather large numbers of natural tinder. Keeps it dry, stores it well. And then the other thing I've got here, which everyone knows I'm a good fan of, is my gloves. So, for £1, I've told you in my kit video, I used to spend £3-4 on these gloves. So as soon as I saw them in Poundland, I thought, Christ, I might get some. The other bits that I have on here are these here, for a start off. This is a very old torch that I have now. It's seen better days. I could probably do with a new one now. But they actually sell small little aluminium torches like this in the Pound Shop. And they work very well. They even sell head torches and things like that in there too. But the other torch I have here, you can get Energizer versions of these. You can get ones made by Rolson. But this torch has a torch on it. It also turns into a glow stick. and then it also does a flashing intermittent between them, and has a nifty little whistle on the end for attracting attention. So right there is a brilliant survival tool, and it's cost you £1. Now the last two things that I've popped on here are over this side. So this may be something that you might not necessarily pick up, but this, I got this from a 99p store a few years ago. It's just a kitchen sharpener for your knives and scissors. Doesn't work that well with some of my better knives. I would not use my better knives on it. But if I was out and about and I got this knife with me and needed a bit of an edge point on it, certainly I would run it through this beforehand. So something just to chuck in a drawer, and if you're teaching somebody about knife safety and the importance of sharpening your knives and keeping them nice, this is a good little knife sharpener to do it with. And the very final thing is everybody's favourite in case you get raked while you're out and about, a big tub of Vaseline. Not only does it keep your lips nice and silky smooth and protect your bum, but it's extremely flammable. So what I will sometimes do before I go out is I'll actually take some of my cotton wool balls, melt down some petroleum jelly, and dip my cotton wool balls in there. And what will happen is they'll go hard. As soon as you chuck a few sparks on there or hit it with a lighter, it will actually then ignite, and it's slow burning. So it'll slowly burn down into the cotton wool, and that'll burn for ages, and it'll just help you get your fire going a little bit quicker. So if the option's there, pick one up. This is just a small sort of selection of some of the stuff you can get from Poundlands. I've even got things like from one of the 99p stores, as you've probably seen in one of my other videos, I've got a Zippo style lighter, which I'll take if I don't want to take out my actual Zippo. You can buy the petrols in there. Some of the Poundlands, you can even buy miniature fishing kits and stuff like that from. So if you are looking at putting a little survival kit together, head to your nearest Poundland 99p store or Pound World. Check them out, see what they've got. Any kind of containers like this are worthwhile picking up anyway, just to keep some of your kit together. I know some people that take the next size up from this tub and literally just put a small survival kit in there, put some paracord in, they put a small knife in there, they just have everything ready to go in that. There's a world of opportunities with it. Granted, some of it you get what you pay for, it doesn't last very long, but certainly from an educational point of view, it's worthwhile doing. If any of you have got any questions, as always, on any of this kit, or you want to know more about any of the kit that you can get from Poundland or anything like that, please just hit me up with a comment, and I'll certainly try and let you know. You will see me use some of this kit in some of my other videos, because to be honest, some of it I've had for years, especially on magnifying glasses and my knives. But I hope you found it informative. If you've got any questions, let me know. But as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers, guys.